I've never done like even in Vegas on New Year's night. Like I never went to that. I'm not into it.
This you're into.
LeBron's first Laker game, man, that's going to be good. Holy God, Staples is going to be insane. The first time he walks out, the ovation is going to literally be all-time stuff. I never call teams for tickets, and I never ask for press passes. I'm asking for it publicly now. Just give me a crappy press pass. I'll sit in the upper deck. Just to be in Staples for that first game is going to be wild.
You know, the add-on to that story, though, Kawhi Leonard reports saying obviously he wants to come to L.A. when he's a free agent next summer. Obviously, he's in Toronto. He's signed with the Raptors. How do you think that's going to play out? Do you think that's smart?
Oh, I think they'll be good for a year. I don't know if I'd roll the dice on Kawhi staying. But Toronto, outside of Boston this year, will be the second best Eastern team. I mean, they were the number one seed last year, and Kawhi's better than DeRozan. So if Kawhi is healthy, he's a top 5 player in the league. They're going to in the East. He's not going to face the onslaught of talent every night. No, I think Toronto's the second best team. Philly's third.
But what about guys saying that they want to play in other cities and they still are tied to one team?
I think players should have more control in sports. Jamie, I always say this. Think about being an athlete. You and I worked really hard, and the harder you and I work in college, and we have longer careers, we get attracted often from better companies. A better company says, oh, Jamie's talented, let's bring her in. Or Colin, maybe we could groom him. For an athlete, they put all that work in, and only the crappy teams get them, which usually have bad owners, bad GMs, and marginal coaches. So the minute a player, and they own your rights for years. In the NFL, it's outrageous. But in NBA, they own your rights for like 4 years. You absolutely move them. If you don't think your owner and your GM are up to your standards, then you leave Cleveland and you go to Pat Riley and D. Wade with Chris Bosh. That's what you do.
All right, finally here, our last headline. Thunder forward Jeremy Grant says that Russell Westbrook is a great teammate. Here's the backstory. He was asked about the narrative of Westbrook being a bad teammate in a recent interview, and this is what he said. That's just ignorant. Russ is a great teammate and a great person. Players obviously want to play with him. I think that's a huge misconception in the media, and I don't know why it's said. He's a great player, and everyone wants to play with great players because we all want to win.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, what the heck is Jeremy Grant supposed to say when he's asked about Westbrook being a good teammate?